Unemployment. What is unemployment? Consider the population of Singapore. The population is split into those who are of working age and those of non-working age. In Singapore, those who are of working age would be those aged 15 and above. They are further split into those who are willing and able to take up work and those who aren't. Those who are part of the labour force consist of those employed and unemployed. Unemployment, therefore, refers to those who are in the labour force and are without work but are willing and able to take up employment. There are different types of unemployment. Firstly, we have cyclical unemployment. Like the word implies, cyclical refers to the business cycle, and therefore, cyclical unemployment refers to unemployment associated with the downswing of the cycle or what we mean as recessions. For example, during the recent 2008-09 global financial crisis, national income fell throughout the world, affecting demand for our exports significantly as Singapore is dependent on trade and our exports mainly consist of high-end manufacturing goods and services. This caused our exports revenue to fall, reducing aggregate demand, causing an increase in stocks and inventories of goods. The cutback in production causes demand for labour to fall, and hence cyclical or demand diffusion unemployment increases. In 2009, unemployment rate in Singapore rose to 3%, prompting our government to plan for a budget deficit that year. Next, we have structural unemployment that occurs due to structural changes in the economy. It arises when there are changes in technology or international competition that causes a mismatch between the workers' skills and job requirements. These changes could also lead to changes in the location of jobs. In Singapore, there has been a restructuring of the economy towards a knowledge-based one, and there is heavy capital used in our manufacturing sector. Workers in the sunset industries are usually lacking in the skills required and are immobile, therefore leading to the rise of structural unemployment. This problem is also aggravated by our aging population, which means more workers are immobile in Singapore. Thirdly, we have frictional unemployment, which arises because of imperfect information in the labour market, as it takes time for workers to be matched with suitable jobs. One example would be fresh graduates entering the workforce. In Singapore, it typically takes 3 to 6 months for school leavers to find a job. Other examples would include those exiting declining sectors into expanding ones and housewives trying to re-enter the workforce. Both the seekers and the employers will need time to be fully informed and for matches to be made. Lastly, we have seasonal unemployment, which is associated with seasonal changes. It is most applicable to countries involved in agricultural produce, for example, as employment in these sectors changes with the seasons. While Singapore does not have seasons, our data is adjusted seasonally in relation to off-peak and peak seasons such as holiday seasons. There will always be people unemployed at some point of time, mainly due to frictional and structural types. Therefore, full employment is defined when there is no cyclical unemployment. In Singapore, this is around 2%. So what are the effects of unemployment? Actual output will be less than potential output of the economy, thus leading to a fall in the production and income, reducing standard of living. Secondly, there will be a loss in tax revenue from income tax collection, reducing the government's ability to spend on important areas such as healthcare and infrastructure. Thirdly, studies show that there will be a loss in social stability as more people turn to crimes, alcoholism, and vandalism. Lastly, there will be a loss in human capital. The longer a person stays unemployed, the greater the possibility of him losing touch with the skills and knowledge required, thus rendering him redundant in a fast-changing world. This will lower the economy's potential output and over time reduce the person's employability. Therefore, achieving unemployment is one of the key macroeconomic goals of the government.